Imagine Messi and Ronaldo in the same shirt. Barca are winning every game 7-0. Real Madrid are turning into a Sunday league club. The goalkeeper is hungover, the striker is on probation, and Pepe has bitten someone again. Casillas is now selling essential oils on Instagram, and Mourinho launches a meditation app called The Special Zen, with a daily anger speech to help you fall asleep. And soccer? Dying of boredom for good. But what would it have been like if soccer was really fair and dreams became reality? Let's imagine a soccer utopia, accompanied by soft music and nostalgic images of the young, up-and-coming stars Ronaldo and Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo? Young, hungry, faster than your Wi-Fi. A no-brainer, actually. But soccer and logic? Goes together like Neymar and tax returns. Because instead of striking smartly, Barca simply misses the chance. But more on that later. Ronaldo ends up in rainy Manchester, somewhere between roast beef and Alex Ferguson's tantrums. Messi stays comfortably in Barcelona, between creative passes and the smell of Ronaldinho's forgotten soccer boots from the 2006 party season. And the epic duo? Buried alive. What we got? El Clásico, GOAT discussions, rivalry. What we never got? A team that would have turned soccer into a circus show for good. But what exactly would this scenario have looked like if Ronaldo had actually lined up alongside Messi? Let's imagine absolute soccer madness for a moment, in an epic simulation against Real Madrid, with dark dramatic music, and a match preview that could have come straight out of Hollywood. Champions League semi-final 2011. Ronaldo on the left, Messi on the right, Xavi in the middle. Iniesta? He just plays everywhere at once. Busquets? On the ground again. The grass was probably looking at him the wrong way. Real Madrid come out with Mourinho, Pepe, and an extra dose of malice, a mixture of street fighting, Catholic repression, and animal aggression. After just 5 minutes, the score is 3-0. Messi tunnels Pepe twice in a row, Ronaldo sprints past Marcelo as if the Brazilian were a piece of furniture at IKEA, and Xavi distributes passes with a precision that would make even a sharpshooter give up aiming with envy. Mourinho frantically tries to signal with his hands, but looks more like an air traffic controller trying to prevent a crash landing. Ronaldo and Messi continue to whirl through Madrid's defense, as if they were two preschool children in a retirement home full of senior citizens with walking frames. Final score: Barca 9, Real Madrid 1. Ronaldo scores 4 times, Messi 3 times, Iniesta once with his eyes closed, and Ramos voluntarily scores an own goal just to be part of the spectacle. Commentators collapse live. Albiol quits spontaneously and becomes a successful Twitch streamer, with the channel name The Silent Sufferer, and daily reactions to Messi assists. Mourinho tries to have the match declared null and void retrospectively, but fails because UEFA cancels the second leg without further ado, and disbands Real Madrid, out of respect for the sport. Florentino Perez calls his accountant the same night. Tell the Panama people we need more offshore accounts, this time for transfers, not for taxes. But how did Barca miss out on this unique opportunity in the first place? The true story behind it is more like a tragic comedy drama about financial failure. Summer 2003. Barca are actually interested in Ronaldo. Jorge Mendes offers him like used cars, cheap, fast, and with only minor scratches. But Barca says, no money. That's right. The club with a stadium that looks like Darth Vader's vacation home had no spare change, even though they had recently brought in Ronaldinho, as if it were the last bargain in the sales. Who did they get instead? Ricardo Quaresma, a man whose only talent was the trivela, and his impressive consistency in breaking more expectations than opponents everywhere. United paid a ridiculous 17 million. Barca paid for years with bitter regrets, lost titles and fan tears, while Ronaldo became the most expensive player in history. But would this combination have worked at all? Messi, the silent killer. Ronaldo, the self-absorbed warrior. 2 alphas in one dressing room? As harmonious as Zlatan and Guardiola over coffee. They would have helped each other, but also destroyed each other. Ronaldo's ego might have been hurt by Messi's genius, or vice versa. Ronaldo would probably have pinned his goal statistics to the dressing room door every day, right next to a mirror so that he could admire himself while reading them. Messi? he would have smiled silently past him, headphones in, with the gentle humming of tiki-taka in his ear, and the humility of a Buddhist monk with a feel for the ball. Pep Guardiola would probably have needed a psychologist, a yoga coach, and a security guard next to him on the bench at all times. The stadium? A powder keg. Evacuated every week due to emotional overload. And occasionally because Ronaldo would have given topless interviews in the center circle again. The tension would have been evident not only on the pitch, but also in the dressing room, where egos clashed like two testicles in too tight compression shorts. Guardiola, nervous as ever, would probably have meditated every morning, only to stand in the dressing room again on match day and shout, "Fuck the tactics, just don't play together." The reality? A far cry from the dream. Today, Messi is chilling out in Miami, in a mixture of golf, commercial shoots, and strolls through high-end malls, where his bodyguard accompanies him like a president, including sunglasses, a radio, and the occasional tackle against tourists with a selfie stick. Ronaldo, meanwhile, plays in Riyadh against central defenders who drive Uber on the side, and cheers after every goal as if he had just secured world peace. Afterwards, it's straight into the cold bath of gold for him. Protein shake with 24-karat dust included, served by an assistant with a CR7 tattoo on his forehead. Imagine if they had played together. Maybe there would be no more arguments, just a fan base called the Blessed and the Shredded. Ballon d'Or? Forget it. They would have fought each other on stage to see who would kiss the trophy harder. And the loser? He would have signed his underpants and thrown them in the winner's face. Or, the world simply wouldn't have been ready for this kind of footballing ecstasy. And the chaos wouldn't have stayed on the pitch. It would have spilled over the entire soccer world like a leaking showerhead in Ronaldo's private sauna. The news Ronaldo to Barca would have caused soccer media to implode. Sky Sports would have burst like Eden Hazard after a preseason game, simply because there were cookies. Marca? Offline, like Karius in the 2018 CL final. And Sepp Blatter? He would have sent 10 Ballon d'Ors to both of them in advance, with a personal dedication and a bottle of wine from his private cellar in Liechtenstein. But this missed opportunity does not stand alone. Soccer has often deprived us of the best combinations. Let's call it the cursed GOAT paradox, where legends never meet at the same time. Messi and Ronaldo weren't the only missed duo. Ronaldinho and Kaká, never on top form at the same time. Xavi and Pirlo, philosophical midfield art, separated by hairstyle. Zlatan and Ibrahimovic. Oh wait, same guy, different ego. Instead, we got Harry Maguire in Manchester, and nobody knows why. And because we're already in a parallel universe anyway, what would have happened if Ronaldo had stayed at Barca until 2018? Neymar would have learned how to pass. Suárez would have learned how not to bite, or at least how not to get caught. And Messi? He would have received the Ballon d'Or by subscription, every year by post. We could have experienced the best duo of all time, Messi and Ronaldo, together, in the same attack, at the same moment, with the same goal. But it never happened, and that's exactly why it sucks.